Hi everyone, good evening. So, today I wanted to share with you something that I heard from a friend of mine actually. I just had a conversation with him over the phone. I'm going to have to hold my mic like this because the wind is too strong and my voice may get just blown away if I don't. So, I was chatting with him over the phone. We are in lockdown here in Chennai. There's no movement outside the house. So, after 10 a.m. that is, so pretty much confined to the house. So I was talking to him, and we were talking about how we are stocked up on various provisions, and how we were managing the day-to-day requirements of groceries and consumables, etc. And he said, I mean, he narrated a wonderful success story or an inspirational story, let me say, because he said, right from last year, we've never had to have any issues regarding this. The reason being, our neighborhood grocery store owner has been delivering all our essentials to us with just a phone call. I said, wow, but that has always been there. So what's so special? I mean, we also have the same thing. We do get material, groceries delivered to our door on demand by phone call. But he said, no, this guy is a little bit different because, when he had to start all this last year, he did not even have a smartphone. So it was quite amazing because in this age, it's very difficult to find people who don't own a smartphone. I mean, there are people who don't own a smartphone, but generally, by and large, everybody owns some kind of a smartphone. So he said this guy had a normal candy bar phone, the old type of phone, with a small 1.5 inch or 2 inch screen, and that was what he was using. And within a month of lockdown, he had got a smartphone and said, okay, great, having a smartphone is good, but how well did he use it? He said, yeah, that's what I'm coming to. He said, this guy who used to just talk on the phone and use it, okay, a phone is primarily meant to speak, I agree, but there are so many other uses to it nowadays. So this shopkeeper had acquired a smartphone and had started accepting payments on the phone digitally. He had also created a WhatsApp channel to inform his customers of all the offers and stuff that could be availed upon certain purchases. The bundled offers, you buy this, you get that free, or you buy two of this and you get a sample packet of something else free, all those kind of stuff, which we normally do not get to hear when you have a phone call. You may have to go to the internet and look at the big online shopping sites to get these kind of offers. You don't expect to hear about this on a phone call from a shopkeeper. So he has solved the problem by creating a WhatsApp channel and telling all his customers, please join my channel so that you can know of the offers that are there. You just tell me that you want to avail that offer and I'll supply the material to you. So in one stroke, he did a lot of things that we normally miss during in-person shopping. He made sure his customers were aware of the latest offerings from his products, the latest bargains or deals or whatever. He made sure that the customers did not have to worry about keeping change in the house. They could pay him digitally just through his number or by scanning his QR code. And above all, he gave that little value addition to his customers by enabling all these things. I mean, there were so many people who were still taking cash, and not many people I know have got a WhatsApp channel. Not a small grocery anyway. It takes a little bit more than that to do all these things. Maybe independent business owners may do it for their businesses, but it's not often that you come across a local small store owner who actually creates a WhatsApp channel. So then I asked my friend, okay, how did he learn all this? I mean, he's not somebody who's tech savvy, and who taught him? Or rather, how quickly, I mean, how was he able to adapt so quickly? So he said nothing. He just involved his son into the business. He said, I need your help. And his son was actually an engineering student and looking to get a job somewhere. He's just finishing his course that year. So his exams were all gone haywire. So he'd not even passed out last April. So he was at home basically, not doing much. So once his dad approached him for help, he was not someone who was involved in the shop activities much, because traveling to and from his college itself would take a lot of his time, apparently. Anyway, so once he got the son involved, the son told him to do all this. First of all, he got him a phone. He got him to learn how to use the phone. He registered the number with his bank and got the mobile banking facility and the ability to accept payments on it. And also taught him how to use WhatsApp to create more value add for his customers. So, I came away from this conversation quite stunned. We have so many business owners today who are still struggling to come to terms with the impact of what has been happening over the past 1 year. But if a small local store owner can reinvent himself and embrace technology and use that technology to keep himself relevant in these times by adding a little bit of extra layers of service, it's a lesson for all of us. We all have it in us. Just think a little outside the box. Look for those different opportunities and explore technology to better ourselves. But we are hesitant to take that first step. The fear of the unknown is always there. But it is in taking that step, it is in stepping into the unknown that we always find our greatest successes. It's been the history of mankind all around. People who have dared to step into the unknown are the ones who have made the greatest discoveries, the greatest advancements. Now, we did not become world famous. We only have to be able to support ourselves and our families and leave a good legacy behind for our next generation. We don't have to conquer the world. So we don't have to really take such drastic steps. Only small, little steps. Little things, changing the way we work, changing the way we think, changing the way we look at technology and its advantages. Every technological advancement has got a lot of advantages, but an equal number of disadvantages. And very often, those disadvantages take center stage, and people discourage us from embracing certain aspects of technology because of the disadvantages. But it's up to us, really, isn't it? Whether to focus on the advantages or the disadvantages. So if we focus on the advantages, then we can reap a lot of benefits and use that technology effectively. If we are going to focus on the disadvantages, we're never going to embrace that technology and we're going to miss out on a lot of progress. So that's the lesson for the day, which I learned and I thought I should share. Let us not fear stepping into new domains or learning new skills. Life is all about learning new skills and adapting to the changing scenarios. Evolution itself is all about that. And mankind has evolved tremendously over the years. We can all see how we used to be a long time ago and how we are today. Every day new developments are happening in the field of technology which are aimed at simplifying the way we do business. So let's use those technologies. Whatever applies to us, to our businesses, let's use those tools, let's use those techniques, let's use those facilities and apply them and grow our businesses. That's my learning for the day, which I thought I'll share with you. And as usual, wow. That's the sun. Almost down. Time to say bye. Okay. Until next time, stay home, Stay safe, get your vaccines, and most of all, keep smiling. See you.